Hey everybody, 4Tank is a Dog here. Time for another episode of Old Men Playing World of Tanks. It is almost Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. We are rolling out on steps. You know, I play light tanks so often, and that's kind of the replays I normally do so much. Honestly, I'm kind of having fun doing replays of other vehicles and unusual ones. And here we go, M46 Patton. That's not a common vehicle, not kind of the part of the current meta, but I really enjoy it. It's actually a fantastic vehicle. Such a sweet, sweet gun. Great gun handling. It's awesome. That being said, it is kind of the size of a barn. It's not very fast. It doesn't have any armor. So, you know, all things being equal, it's probably not the most powerful tier 9 medium tank, but what are you going to do? Anyway, we are rolling out, heading south on the zero line because this is assault on steps. Let's go ahead and pause it here and talk about what's going on. So, Brother Thelonious in the feature 4 is the fastest, so he's definitely rushing the zero line as the attacker on assault on steps. If you can win K0, that's a huge step on the steps towards defeating the enemy here. Contesting K0 can be done by the defenders, but it's kind of a pucker factor moment because essentially if you get into a fight around the corner of K0, essentially only the attacker will have help from their buddies. Whereas the defender, you're really stuck there and you have to win that fight or you lose and your team is down by several tanks. So really it's the attackers to lose K0. Brother's running full speed. Beef Supreme and I are kind of 50-50 behind him, and essentially we're going to hold short and shoot anybody that comes to contest Brother and maybe the Leopard, if the Leopard continues on there down the zero line. That's at least the opening plan here. There's a lot of heavy shit out there. We've got an E100, a 60 TP, a Mouse. They've got a 60 TP, an IS-4, and a 277. So it feels like maybe we're a little up on like weight up there in the heavy zone, but you know, we'll see how it plays out here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull up onto the bushes here and, you know, check and see if anybody's going to contest the corner. No. Looking around for anybody to light. There we go. We get the Centurion. Go ahead and line up a shot. I get a hit. I think it was Beef that got a hit there, and we didn't even get lit. We didn't even get lit. Outrageous. Pulling forward again. And it's not like I'm running a muffler, I don't think, on this thing or anything. So the fact that I'm not getting lit is kind of hilarious. You know, I always like to set up my medium tanks to be essentially backup light tanks. Because you have battles like this. Notice, there are no light tanks at all. Anyway, that 277 is running for it. Now, just because the Patton has a sweet gun that has great gun handling, great soft stats, doesn't mean it's an accurate gun. In fact, it's very inaccurate. So you could see that there in that engagement with 277. Anyway, so let's pause it here and see what's going on. We're down by 2 gun barrels. We honestly look a little overmatched in the heavy zone. And that is because our team is all strung out. Their team is pushing out on the 54E1 as a lump. And so my fear is they're going to start defeating our heavy corner in detail, tank by tank, because our guys are spread out too much. On the flip side, in the south here, clearly they do not have a lot of real view power or tanks there on the K-row. It looks like they have nothing in the field in the middle. The object here, the 268, would probably have seen someone if they were out here. And so basically, once you take K0, the next thing you want to do is have fire support move in along the ridge here. And once you're kind of have that fire support there, then you can go ahead and leapfrog in along the K-row and try to basically take control of the K-row all the way up to the middle here. Also, when you're along here, if you get lit, this will come up actually here in a little bit, if you get lit over there, well then you can also go ahead and dive into the trench if you own the trench system. You know, the Leopard would be spotting anybody in the hole here at H6, and so since they're not there, there's nothing there, it seems like we own this total corner of the map because the enemy team kind of didn't go there. So here we go, we're backing off, we're moving a little bit north, we want to come in on the right-hand side of this whole terrain feature because we assume, generally speaking, the field side of this ridge is relatively safe. There could be that Kid 81 could come over. There could be baddies over here. If I get lit, like I just lit the 257 here, if I get lit, I might get fire from the heavy zone. So I gotta be a little careful and be ready to go ahead and take cover if I do get lit. But really what I want to do here is get an opportunity shot like on the ass of that Centurion or something. You know, catch him backing up and peeking around the rock or something like that. We want to get him dead to allow Brother and the Leopard to leapfrog forward. Beef is coming up right behind me there. He's coming across the G-row. We are now down 4 tanks and 5,000 hit points to the best of our vision. Now, the enemy red heavy tanks, right, they're not within our draw, and so we really don't know their hit point levels. Nonetheless, this does not look good. So you should notice when this is happening, and it's time to pick up the tempo on especially on assault, right? There's no base to go back to defend to, right? You know, this is it. This is the ball game right here in the south. So we're waiting. We're looking for shots. We're looking. There's a Centurion. He just got nailed. He's backing up. He's backing up. We're ready to take a shot. And there we do 2 damage, and we destroy the Centurion. Stuff fun. We do get lit. And there is the Toro coming onto the field. Again, it's not a sniper gun. It's a sweet gun, but it's not a sniper gun. Track the Toro. Beef is losing a lot of hit points. As soon as he received fire, he should have dove into that trench system. But he's kind of left himself standing out in the open. That's not good. Again, we missed a shot on the Leopard 1. We are not a sniper. We are up to 1,600 assisted damage, which is pretty sweet, but it is time for us to get out of here. So, right, so Beef has gone down. The Toro's in the trench. The 257 and the Leopard are looking out on the field side of things. The K91 PT, Lord knows where he is skulking over here. So essentially, as soon as I get lit, I'm going to get shot by everybody. I need to get out of here right now and switch over to the south side of this whole terrain feature here. I could go over the top, but I'm so close to the 432 and the 277, I will probably get lit doing that. So I'm going to try to just egress straight back out and drive around instead of just hopping over the top. Pedal hard, tankers, pedal hard. That's good scotch. Okay, we're moving in. The Toro is thinking about coming in the field where I was. He's looking for me. 3 to 7. Still down by 5,000. But he's being, well, yeah, he was being smart. Nice hit there. The Toro is being smart, but Brother had the elevation there on the K-row to get a shot into him. So he's actually really low on hit points now. 2 shot. And I'm still full hit points, right? If there's a time to spend the hit points, Brother just killed off the 277. The Toro seems isolated and alone. Let's go ahead and see if we can jump in on here. I go ahead and call for help. Not that anybody's around to help, but what are you going to do? There we go. Auto aim on. Get a nice flat. Oh, he almost rammed the bastard to death. Man, he reloaded fast. Spin around him. Go get a shot into his side armor, and he is done. Okay, the pressure is on. Again, the heavy zone is gone, right? They're just swarming that mouse, and it is over. They have 2 tanks way up on the A row. Like, this is the moment of opportunity where their heavy tanks are as far as possible away. And if we can overwhelm these guys and get our asses onto cap as soon as possible, this is the chance to essentially outrun their heavy tanks. Gotta press the tempo. Gotta press it hard. Gotta keep going. But this Thelonious is reloading. I totally understand that. I have really no fire support besides the Leopard here. We go ahead and get a shot on their Arty, which is nice, but maybe useless, honestly. We get nailed by the IS-4, right? They're out of my draw. Excuse me, they're out of my vision circle, but they are definitely within my draw range. So I've got to go forward, right? So I've got to just go ahead and repair my engine and move forward and get away, get out of their draw so they can't shoot me in the ass anymore. Come around towards Brother. He has finished his reload, and he is going ahead and diving in to kick ass and take names. He has killed off the K91 PT. He has 1 more shell left. He has a really high roll to make it happen. It is not a high roll. The object is still here. So I go ahead and I ram the 257 just before the LPTA kills him. But what this does is it allows Brother Thelonious to go ahead and not have someone shooting him in the back, as he goes ahead and moves in underneath the Leopard PTA with fire support from the WZ and the Grill. The Artie is running away. Not really a big problem because we are on the attack and they're on the defense. He's running away and, you know, that's not going to win them the game. Leopard just took a huge hit and he seems perhaps oblivious of his danger. I'm not really sure what he's thinking. He's letting brother reload and there he's dead anyway. Not that it really would have mattered. If he came off the hill and came around and tried to like get a couple shots in a brother, I think he would have done better to whittle brother down or get him almost dead. Anyway, so we're clicking on, you know, in chat, right? We're clicking, get on cap, go, 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 go. Their 57 Heavy is coming right in. Who else is fast? The K91 PT, he was spotted chasing our Artie away over here, but he is very quick. And so if he really gets on the gas and motors, he might be able to make it back in time. Or hell, maybe a Batchat Artie shotgun. But that's the opportunities here. So all of a sudden this game has turned around after being down by how many? Was it 4 or 5 gun barrels and thousands of hit points? We're now almost tied and we have two people on cap. The WZ's not on cap. It's kind of annoying. The Grill goes ahead and lines up on the Batchat Artie. The WZ, actually no, I'm sorry. It was the Leopard 1 from the corner kills off the 57 Heavy. I would have really appreciated if the Leopard and the object came in and screened closer as opposed to way back there, but you know, the Leopard ultimately had a good overwatch and helped out. And that's it. Unless somebody magically appears here, the game is over. Fantastic comeback. One of those games where really didn't think it was going to pan out until all of a sudden that push in towards their cap circle just turned it all around. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, there's the Death Star, just appeared. Let's go ahead and look at the post-game stats. 14 shots fired, 10 hits, 8 penetrations for 2,600 damage. Almost 2,000 of that in sniper range, which again is a hard challenge for the Patton. And I prefer the Tier 9 Patton substantially more than the Tier 10 Patton. I find the Tier 10 Patton to be really meh, whereas the Tier 9 is a nice sweet spot of, you know, especially, it used to be really slow. The fact that you put turbos on it now, right, is just, it gives the mobility it needs, and it's got great handling, great gun, great DPM. It's a sweet, sweet gun. Yes, it has no armor. You got to trade things. But when it comes to like just kind of farming enemies who aren't paying attention and working your way in, it's got great view power. It's just it's a sweet machine. I really enjoyed it a lot. 1,600 assisted damage also, which was excellent. The battle duration was only 7 minutes, which is pretty incredible. We were down hard there. Turned a nice, tidy profit as well. The team score, I was third from the top there. Brothelonius took the tops with 5,000 damage. Future 4 is a beast. He was farming it hard. He had, let's see, 16 hit shots, 16 hits, 13 pens. Whew! Fantastic. Even bounced a shell. Even bounced. Actually, the Future 4 does actually have some funny turret armor. So it does bounce things once in a while. Fantastic, fantastic game. Let's see what else is interesting here. Well, our Artie only did 600. That's not so hot. Our 5120 got, well, all 4 shots off 1 clip, but only hit 2 and penned 1. That's not the way to run an autoloader. Our whole heavy zone really, you know, I could rag on them for being just kind of folding up, but, you know, their job, if not to press home the attack and win the game, is to die slow enough for the other flank to win the game. And that they did. And so, whatever the scores may be, kudos to them. In fact, it was the mouse in particular, right? Have bounced 5,000 damage and assisted for 2.2, right? You know, staying alive as long as possible in a victory like that. That turned the game right there. That mouse staying alive doesn't show when he died here. Really doesn't. Distance travel doesn't matter. It doesn't show what time he died. Oh well. Anyway, but that was the game right there. On the enemy team, man, the IS-4 just chewed through our team, 4 kills and over 4,000 damage. Also, the 57 Heavy did amazing work there. I mean, their whole heavy team just farmed incredible damage, but it was damage that was just slowing them down. K91 PT only, did nothing. He could have done so much to turn that battle around if he had stayed within reach of the cap circle. And in fact, he was platooned with a 257 guy. And so he should have had every realization when the 257 guy went down towards cap You know, he should have been screaming at his buddy, dude, get back, man. Don't chase the Artie. Get back here and save the game. But nope. And that 277, man, we deleted him so hard. Oh, the poor guy. Did we get some of that? Did we get some of that? Let's see here. We got assisted damage on the 277, only 145. On the 257, 764. On the Centurion, a little bit. And on the Toro, we got 550. Not bad, not bad. All right. There's enough for a second class with a fire for effect and a spotter medal on our medium tanks. Well, again, you know, in a battle with no light tanks, you got to be prepared to carry the vision game for your team. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you appreciate content like this, please like, please subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Thank you for watching. Good hunting, and carry hard.